Hi friends, today we are going to see demo on Snowflake admin stories on replication. This demo will cover how we can set up the inventory for replication. So basically this means like how we can set up all the objects which we want to replicate. If you have not seen my recent blog, then I would recommend you to please have a look at my blog to get the context clear before looking at this demo. If you like my blogs and demo, please subscribe to my channel and my Medium blog. Let's start with the demo. So basically, in this demo, we are going to see how we can set up different objects for account replication. And as you understand, this is not a database application. So we are going to see different varieties of objects in an account like warehouse, network policies, and other objects which are outside database. But these will also get replicated along with account replication. So without wasting time, let's start with the demo. So in this demo, if you see here, I'm not going to create any objects because I have already created, because I wanted those objects to be replicated to account user schema so that we can run the query and see all the objects in a list. So I pre-created all the objects, but I'm just going to show you what all objects I have created and what all objects we are going to see on the replication. So basically I'm just going to use the role account admin to make my life easy. And we are going to create a prod.db database, as you can see over here, and a schema called data, and then we will drop the public schema because we don't need them. So as you can see over here, and we are going to create a table, multiple tables, I believe, sales table, some data on this constant table, and then creating a stream on constant table. Then I'm going to create a nation table from the nation sample database table, and I'm going to create, like, if you let me see, show you the sales table as well. There are some data around 4 rows. I'm going to create a view on the sales table. I'm going to create a secure view on the nation table. I'm going to create a metalized view as well, and I'm going to create a role which is basically just wanted to showcase you that this is a role which is sitting outside of the database, which will also get replicated. I'm going to let me show you the parameter here, time zone. So basically default always comes as America, Los Angeles, but I have also updated the value to Europe, Amsterdam at the account level. So you can see that I have already altered this. Now I have created a internal stage. I have created a file format. I have created a sequence. I have also created a pipe. I have created a resource monitor, and you can see that at account level I have also set the resource monitor. I have created a share. I have granted the objects into the share. I have created a SQL procedure. I have created the function. I have created a Java UDF. I have created the masking policies. I have created the tags. I have created the task. So these are the different objects, and you can see I have not all objects, but at least I have covered lots of objects, which will give you an overall view that how account replication works. So if you can see, I have created lots of database objects as well as objects which are outside of the database, like roles, tags, and everything, right? And there are other as well. So how we can see all the things at the same time? So there are two different ways we can see. So one way where we can see partially the data. So because I have already pre-created, so you can see from Snow site, when you do open your database and schema, you will see all the things under all that sub view, whatever is available on the Snow site. So basically you can see all the tables which I have. So you can see some of these table like network policies, parameter account, parameter series, resource monitor, and other object means like the table name which is matching with some of the objects. These are basically the temporary table which I have created to store the intermediate results of all the objects. I will explain you why. You can see that I have created a couple of views, stages, pipes, streams, task, functions, procedures, file format, sequence. So this is how you can see all the objects from the snow site. But if you want to see the same from the query, so I have also created a query which will help us to see all the data. So basically I'm going to execute the show command for all the objects for which there is no direct table in account user schema, but we want to see the data in a table format rather than executing the show command. So I've created a temporary table which you are seeing on that database. So I'm just going to execute this show command for all the things for which I don't have the table, like the show warehouse and the resource monitor, tasks, streams, shares, network policies, parameters, and account, right? So I am just going to execute this so that it will populate all the tables with the latest data. Once this is completed, by that time I will show you that I have created a query on which I have created a view. Basically I just wanted a simple query which will give me all the object list, but there is none of the metadata table in Snowflake which will give you all the object in a single table, like I'm used to with Oracle all objects table. Generally that's a table or a view which Oracle give you the list of all the objects in the database. But I just wanted to create something same, so just wanted to mimic the same table. So I just created all objects view which is created based on all the tables. So basically whatever temporary table I have created over here along with all the tables which are already available on the account user schema, I have used and created a view and named it as um, all objects. And now if I execute the all objects, I will see that how many objects are there. So it will also include all the pre-created objects of the database, like all the standard roles and everything, but excluding those things because those will not get replicated when you do the account replication, but all the things which I have created. So you can see in total in this account I have around 250 objects, or basically maybe details of the objects. So we will see how. So I have tried to segregate all the object with the object type. So you can see that the all the tables are named with base table, all the tables. So you can see that all the these are the tables which is named as object type, which is a custom label I have created. ProdDB is the database. Contact mask is a dynamic data masking policy. Similarly, CSV format is a file format, and functions and parameter account. So all the parameter is also there. So that's the reason the count is too high. It included all the parameters of the account. So these are the account parameter which will also get replicated. And pipe, resource monitor, account level, roles. So you can see these are the standard roles, but these will not get replicated, but the other custom role will get replicated, like role account admin. The schema, sequence, all the things you can see here are now included into this view. So basically this view is having all the details of what all object we can see on the replicated secondary database. Now let's come to the secondary account. So if you come here, I am on account admin role, and if you refresh here, you will not see a single object related to my primary account. So that means my secondary account is not having any setup, so it is totally blank at the moment. And if you come here on the secondary 2 account, you will also see there is I am on account admin role, and if you refresh, I don't see any database ProdDB over here. That means this secondary 2 is also blank. So my both secondary is blank at the moment. ProdDB doesn't exist in both of secondary database. It's only exist on the primary database here with the data schema, right? So that's the entire initial setup which I wanted to explain. This is the inventory setup I wanted to do for the ProdDB before we start with the account replication, and I wanted to showcase you how you can verify all the objects on the primary account, and after replication we will do the similar step on the secondary database to verify that all the objects have been migrated to that account or not. So if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.